Hey everyone, I wanted to talk to you today about the calendar, the tilt of the earth, and how it relates to your landscape and to weed control. It has everything to do with what you see outside in your landscape and weed control. So these lovely illustrations are the earth, believe it or not, and its tilt. So on September 22nd, which is the end of September, a season changes and we enter into fall. That's the fall equinox. It happens around September 22nd of every year. So I just am, for the simplicity of it, those are your 3 months of fall. We think of wintertime here in Mississippi as starting in December, even though you know good and well that you can wear a t-shirt and shorts on Christmas Day. That's the fall. March 22nd is the spring equinox. That's when the earth is not tilted either closer or further away from the sun. It's more straight up and down in relation to the sun. Same way on September 22nd, which is written over there. You could write it right here. But it's the start of fall is September 22nd. It's all about to come together. Just stick with me. March 22nd. Okay? We think of the calendar starting in January, and rightfully so, that's when the year changes. But for agriculture, or what you see outside, if you understand these dates, you're going to understand a lot of things really well, including, but not limited to, when you need to water. Come on, blue marker. Looks like I got to the end of my blue marker. I just needed to start using it a little more. So that's when you need to water. I'm going to explain that. This is when things really start to grow. It's when they grow better. It's when they grow best. And then we're going to say cool season weeds and warm season weeds. All right, so these are the 3 things I want to go over as briefly as possible and as helpful as possible. So this December 22nd, which is right in the middle of your 2 equinoxes, it's when the earth is tilted furthest away from the sun. It's why December 22nd, roughly, it's not always on December 22nd. That's the shortest day of the year. That's when the weather really starts getting colder. That's the winter time. The springtime, we think of May as the summertime because that's when you get out for school. The summertime starts, especially toward the end of the May, June, summertime. Every single year you get to July and August, and just watch. You're going to say, man, June was nice weather. June was so much nicer. This is when the earth is closest to the sun, around June 22nd of every year. That's when it gets really hot after that date. That's also when summer starts. That's why the beginning of September you get aggravated because it's still hot outside. I went back to school. It's the beginning of September. It's the fall. It's not the fall. It's the summer. Agriculturally or outdoor speaking. So the implications, and I know not everybody really wants to watch a whole long video, but if you're watching the video, then you're interested, so I'm going to elaborate to a degree here. Growth. So your yard. This is when things start to grow. Cool season weeds are growing starting October. They chill out literally in the wintertime. And then they spring up in the spring. They started back here. When we spray in April, which all of our programs, we don't spray weeds in April, but some of our programs we do. We're both killing these weeds as well as preventing the warm season weeds that we can. There's still some cool season weeds around, but we're getting a whole nother flush of weeds in. If your yard was damaged and you need growth, it's at its peak worst toward the end of March, beginning of April. That's when it's at its peak worst, because any damage, if you didn't water or didn't get rain in the summertime, it's not going to get better here. This is when everything is shutting down. This is when the temperatures are getting cooler. Your yard included, the grass. and then it chills out all winter. And then this is the first time it's able to recover from anything that did happen last year. So this is just when it's just now getting started. If you water in the summer, which even if it rains, you really have to focus on water if you want your grass to be healthy. Grass has a small root system. It can't tolerate the heat that we get in July, August, early September. It can't tolerate it in the sense that if you need it to grow and take over and recover areas that were damaged for different reasons, that the grass can get damaged. So I hope that helps. There's obviously a lot more that I could say about each of those topics, but I just want to get that in your brain, give you a chance to ask questions based on this information. Thank you for watching. Leave me a comment, reach out to us. Have a good day.